guys, Coach Lo here. Happy Thursday. I know a lot of you guys take this time to use this day as active recovery. A lot of you attend the range of motion WOD. So if you do that, let's keep the day the same. Let's take that time to stretch, foam roll, and really stretch out during this time. You can find routines to increase flexibility on YouTube. You can find yoga on YouTube for free. Also, ROM WOD is a good tool. And Go WOD Mobility, there are many apps that you can use to increase your flexibility and give you some stretches just to follow through. Or you can do some stretches that we usually do in the gym, the pigeon stretch, the front rack mobility. You can do some of those stretches, the shoulder stretch in the wall. You can just time yourself. Take this time to stretch. If you are a little bit messed up because it's quarantine and this is not an active recovery day, or you don't take one on Thursday, then today we're going to look at Badminton and Tosh sprints. For Badminton, on the 6 minute times 4 rounds, you're going to do a 500 to 400 meter row, a 40 ab mat sit-ups, 30 times 10 meter shuttles. So we have 3 movements today, very simple movements: the row, the sit-ups, and the shuttle runs. Again, this is minimal equipment just for the basic workout today. So you'll definitely be able to find something that can work for you today. For the row, we're going to drive through those heels, and the handle should hit that sternum. I see a lot of people hit it up here in their shin or down here in their belly button. I want you to hit your sternum and elbows back. Legs are torso, arms, torso, legs. That's what we want to think about. We want to think about driving those legs. Then we're going to slightly bring that torso back, and then we're going to allow the arms to come into the torso, or the sternum, sorry. And then we're going to release those arms, and the torso is going to come back to its position, and we're going to bend the knee once the rower handle passes it, like a deadlift would. For the sit-ups, the shoulders over the hips. That's what I'm looking for. And then flat back through the entirety. A lot of people round their upper back. Let's keep it straight. Pinch those shoulders back, and let's keep our back flat through the whole movement. Let's focus on that today. For the shuttles, we're going to do an I-turn, not a U-turn. If you do a U-turn, you're wasting distance. An I-turn will just be you pivoting and then restarting your run, like an I. If I was running, I'm just going to pivot and turn. A U-turn, we'll act like this is a U, you're going to turn around and do a whole turn. We don't want that because that wastes distance over time. Because that distance doesn't count, you're going to be over the line, so you're going to be making a U for wasted time. So we want to be efficient. Let's think about an I-turn instead of a U-turn. Lean forward and take more steps for a more efficient run. If you don't know how long 10 meters is, it's 32 feet. So all you have to do is measure 32 feet, and you can do that for your WOD. It's 15 down and back, 30 just each time you touch each side. Some movement substitutions: the row should be capped at 2 minutes, 25 to 18 calories on the assault bike, or a 400 meter run. For the sit-ups, you can use a dumbbell on your feet or use your couch if you don't have an ab mat. You can also do a 2-minute front plank, but that is absolute. You don't have an ab mat. It doesn't feel comfortable with the couch or something like that. You can go ahead and go to the 2-minute front plank. For the shuttle runs, you can do a 300 meter run or a 20 to 14 calories on the assault bike. Really, we're just going to use whatever we have today and get a workout in. Some tips and tricks. This is an intensity sandwich. You might be like, well, what are you talking about? So we're going to have 2 pieces. The first and the last are very intense. We're going to push that pace. Then in the middle, we have our ab mat sit-ups that we're just going to move through. The rower and the shuttle runs should be where you push the pace. And then the ab mat sit-ups are just kind of where you can keep moving and push on forward to the next movement. Hold on to a strong pace, mainly on the rower, and something that you can maintain into the 3rd or 4th round. So let's not pick a pace on the 1st round that we can't hold to the 4th round. We really ideally want our 1st round to be our slowest round and then maintain and improve from there. So be sure consistency, pacing yourself, those are words I always talk about, but consistency over all 4 rounds is important, and also being strategic with how you work and how you improve through all 4 rounds. Again, your slowest round is your score, so be mindful of that. You're going to go on the 0, the 6, the 12, and the 18. This should take you 5 minutes or less, so if you do take 5 minutes, go ahead and cap yourself there, and you're going to do 1 minute of rest. Like we do, we want to keep the stimulus of this workout and not have you working into that 5th minute. The row should take you 2 minutes or less. The sit-up should take you 1 minute and 30 seconds or less. The shuttle runs should take you 1 minute and 30 or less. So something to keep mindful of if you're looking at the clock, just to keep yourself in check and not hit that 5 minutes. On to Tosh sprints. Tosh sprints is no equipment, only your feet is needed. Your feet and some running shoes. 3 rounds, 200-meter run, 400-meter run, or 600-meter run. Rest 1-to-1 between the run. I will explain that a little bit later about what that rest 1-to-1 between runs means. For the movement details, again, we're doing 1 movement today, running. We're going to minimize the amount of time our foot is on the ground. So we're going to act like our shoe is a basketball. As soon as it hits the ground, we want it to come back up. When the foot is on the ground for a long period of time, it's likely because we're heel striking. So heel striking will slow you down and it'll put stress on your joints. For the movement substitutions, your run can be substituted for a couple of things. For rowing, it could be a 250-meter row, a 500-meter row, or a 750-meter row. For the assault bike, it can be a 14 to 10 calorie assault bike, 28 to 20 calorie assault bike, or a 42 to 20 calorie assault bike. For your shuttle runs, it's not really a shuttle run today. For your alternative, it's really just mapping out 200 meters and doing a 1 by 200 meters, a 2 by 200 meters, and a 3 by 200 meters. Some tips and tricks. Simple and effective interval workout is what you're looking at today. It's very simple. There's not much going on but a run. And it's very effective because it's really going to give you a lung burner for sure. You're going to have to keep up your pace. You're going to have to continue to move because we're trying to work around the 25 to 35 minute range. You're going to rest the same amount of time you work. So to go back to that resting 1-to-1 as you run, the example is if you run for 50 seconds on your 200-meter run, you're going to rest 50 seconds after before you move on to your 400-meter run. If your 400-meter run takes you 2 minutes, you're then going to rest 2 minutes, move on to your 800-meter run. If your 800-meter run takes you 6 minutes, you're going to rest for 6 minutes, then move on to your 200-meter run to start round 2. Again, it should take you about 25 to 35 minutes, so keep that in account. You're going to keep your rest inside of your time, so you're just going to put a running clock. Your rest is included in your time frame. Goal is to move quickly because you're going to obtain the rest that the amount of work you expend is the amount of rest you get back. So be sure you're moving, you're pacing yourself, but you're also pushing that pace because all you're doing is running today. You don't have to go to equipment. You're just going to simply run for 3 rounds. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to subscribe and like this video so we know you guys are watching, and that if you subscribe, you're able to see the videos before anyone else, before I post it on Facebook, and you're able to get notification for when the videos come. I hope you guys have a lovely Thursday, and I will see you guys tomorrow on YouTube. Bye, guys.